Hello, everybody.
Hello for me too.
Happy Thursday. Happy day 50 of rehearsals. I don't know where we are now. I'm getting to that stage of the week where I'm tired and we need that day off, right?
It's hectic. It's hectic. I need the Sunday. I'm ready for Sunday.
Yes, day of rest. Thank you.
hmm
Um, yeah, we're in the thick of Eurovision rehearsals, guys. Hope you're all enjoying them. Today we had our second rehearsals from semi-final two, those being Iceland, Norway, Armenia, Finland, Israel, Serbia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Malta, and San Marino. We did also have the first rehearsals of the Big Five, otherwise known as Italy, France, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Spain. I nearly forgot Spain. I don't know how because nobody can forget Chanel.
Yeah, especially
Um,
you. I mean, hello.
I know it's like I, I don't. Maybe it's because it's the one year I do like Spain, but the one
hmm
year I'm not like hard fast supporting them is the year they're most likely to win.
Yeah, I feel the same because I always wanted to do well, but this
Yeah,
year I'm just like, not with this though.
I'm like top five. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I would love them to get
do
top five.
well, keep the national final, just pick pick the
Build
other
on it.
things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I
pick the
agree.
other things next.
I'm sure we'll get more into that. We'll say a quick hello to the chat. Hi, Vanya. Good to see
Hi,
you
Vanya.
again. Hello, hello. We have Rico.
Hi,
Hey, Rico.
Rico.
UK has a big cage on stage and it looks epic. Yeah, we literally just caught that TikTok before jumping on. So yeah, we'll definitely get into some of the big five chat. I nearly said the big six. I think it was because last year we didn't have
Yeah, yeah,
a big
yeah.
five hosting.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's start maybe Sandra by I suppose calling out our highlight of the day, a rehearsal that stood out or a snippet that stood out to us, or like a
Yeah.
performance that has exceeded our expectations. And guys, let us know in the chat as well how you felt about today's rehearsals. Any in particular for you, Sandra? She's gone
Sorry, I
so
lost you
quiet.
for. I'm sorry. My internet went.
You're so
Sorry. What was
mesmerized by your highlight that you're
I just
stunned to
was
silence.
speechless. Yeah. Well, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. So definitely, I am intrigued by San Marino. He's just a character, and he's here to, give us a good show, and himself and his um just personality. So I'm here for it, and from what I saw, like it's gonna be. I love the costume, and from what I saw, it's gonna be really really entertaining. So that I think that's my first highlight from today.
He is a showman, isn't he? Like
We always need that type of character in Eurovision, at least one, every year.
all you need to Kelly, hey. Hey. Yeah, the bull. It's just when I heard the description of it a couple days ago when the first rehearsal was on, I was like, of course.
I mean,
Of course.
of
Of course.
course. And he's wearing that what's that lace thing, and he just with his underpants.
Is it like a leotard? Is that what you would call it? Was it a
I don't
leotard?
know what it's called, but thank you for doing it, Akile, or however you pronounce your name.
Gratitude.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you.
It's funny. I was watching the snippet and I wouldn't say he is vocally anywhere near the best, but it's the kind of performance where it just doesn't matter because
It doesn't matter.
it's the
It
stage
doesn't
show
matter.
and that's what's going to make it, and that is what will draw people to him and what will make people vote for him. He's super big in Italy too, right? It's kind of a shame they're not voting in this semi-final.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But then a part of me feels like the televote will back him a bit, even though it's San Marino.
I mean, there's a lot of viewers, you know, there's a lot of viewers that are just here for something like that, you know, for a quirky performance like that. So definitely, I think the televote is going to be his thing.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with that. I would agree. A lot of the chat are calling out San Marino too. Rico's saying it stood out. So is Vanya. I want to move here to the other country Rico's saying, which is Armenia, which would be one of my highlights of the day. Because Snap would be one of my favorite songs this year. I really like that folky acoustic kind of vibe. And the staging looks interesting. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the full 3 minutes of it. But it's very intricate. I can see why this is on last as well. I imagine it's a nightmare to clean up all those strands of paper from the stage.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, assuming she makes it to the final, which I think she can, she'll have to be before a break or something, just so they can like get the stage sweepers out.
Yeah.
But it's just such a cute little song. Her vocal is good. It's strong. And there's something very likable about her. There's like a relatability. There's some kind of X factor about her. I can't quite place what it is, but I really, really like her as a performer. And really, when you look at the semi, there is nothing like this in semi-final one.
Right.
It's a great closer. So I think she's going to go through.
Yeah, I mean, considering all the rehearsals, now we have them complete for semifinal 1, I think. Yeah, it's complete. I think she definitely has a chance. I think her vocal was right on point. There was nothing wrong with it. And when I saw the staging, I was like, oh, yes, of course. Like, for me, the staging totally made sense.
Yeah.
It's very young, very, you know, like her room, her little corner, and her thoughts, her feelings, those little papers, like very songwritery kind of thing, you know, symbolizing that. Yeah, when I saw the staging, I was like, makes perfect sense. It's the right staging for this song, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's a cute song, like you said. I like the song. You know, it's a nice addition it would be a nice addition to the grand final.
Yeah, I totally agree. It brings a nice bit of variety. Rico has said the toilet paper walls. That's some nice toilet paper. And he's also saying that Armenia will qualify for sure. The song is good, the act's unique, so it stands out. And plus, she closes the show. I think that summarizes everything we've said about Armenia. Was there any other highlight of the day for you, Sandra?
I mean, definitely I was here for Serbia. Like, Serbia is one of my favorites, and you know, she already had a solid concept. And I saw that, I mean, from the clip, I see that she brings that same concept, but it's kind of just bigger, better, smoother, more sleek. So I'm expecting a good result for her. I definitely see her qualifying. I mean, I don't think that's an issue at all.
Yeah.
So
I think televote is definitely on her side in this semi-final.
You don't think the juries will get it?
Some juries, yeah. This is probably the one this year that I'm most confused about. Do you ever have like a certain entry every year where you're like, I just don't know how this will do? Like, it could be here, it could be here, and neither would shock, because I don't know. This
But
is
how
what
do
I
you
think.
personally feel about it? Like, are you
See,
confused by it?
what my issue is um the first time and the first few times I saw it, I was like, what is it? Like I was like, I want to get it, but I don't know what. Like, I thought the clapping was kind of cool, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't enough to really endear me to the song, or I didn't know what it was about. Like I knew it was quirky, and I normally love quirky entries, and for some reason it didn't click with me. But now that I understand the message better and have listened to what other people had to say and so on, I do quite like this song actually, and it's gone up higher in my ranking. And for that reason, it makes me wonder, like, will some of the more ignorant Westerners like me
Mm,
um not reward it? No, I have to say actually it's elevated from its national selection to the Eurovision stage. So
yeah.
that's really good too. I think it's definitely going through. But when I see comments of people saying like this is top 5 and stuff, I'm like,
Mm,
I wouldn't go
mm,
that far.
yeah, maybe not top 5. Sorry, I need to put on my
No,
charger
that's
so I can
okay.
do that. Yeah, maybe not top 5, but I mean, I don't know why, but I can see a top 10. You know, Eastern Europe. Sorry, I'm outside of the camera, but
That's okay.
uh, I think Eastern Europeans, because they understand the language probably. Um, uh, Many Eastern European countries understand Serbian. And
You're
maybe that's why I
saying,
also connected to it
are you saying
faster.
Eastern Europeans will back the song? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
like maybe they will vote for it.
Yeah.
Uh, because you said maybe ignorant Western Europeans are not gonna get the song.
So that
I,
will
I
combat
didn't.
it, kind of.
Yeah, I didn't see lyrics. You know, with native languages, usually there are lyrics to help convey the message, and with this, I didn't see that.
Apparently, that damn sun is ruining some of her staging. I read somewhere.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, okay, okay.
That big chunk
What's
of
the
black
thing
rainbow on the
on
stage.
like everyone is bothered by it? Like what's that? What's that about?
The
What's going on?
stage.
Yeah.
Oh, the stage is a total hot mess. Because you
Mm.
know that arch,
Yeah.
it's meant to be the sun.
Mm-hmm.
There's one side that's fitted with lights and the other side is fitted with LEDs. So the idea behind it was that the sun could turn depending on what each actor or country wanted to use.
Okay.
So the idea was that it would turn in between each song if it needed to, or for each performance. But what has happened is it's stuck, and they've left it on the side with just the lights. So anybody who wanted a full LED screen now basically can't do it because there's a big black arch just in the way. So there's a lot of very upset artists and delegations because their plans that they've been doing for months are kind of spoiled,
Oh
and they're
my
trying to work around
goodness.
them. And then there's countries who just by pure luck aren't affected, like Sweden's not affected because they brought their own circle thing. Israel brought its own kind of screen thing, so they're not affected. It's a bit of a hot mess right now.
Oh wow. I wasn't in
Mm.
on it at all. Like I wasn't following because I have no time these days for some reason. Um so Vanya says there are lyrics, they're not on the LEDs. The viewers will be able to see them on their TV. Okay, good. Yeah, so like Italy
Yeah,
2018, that's
that
good.
must be
That's a
what it's like
good
because
plan.
somebody had wrote to me explaining like the LED thing, and I was like, that can't be right because in her snippet I couldn't see them. Okay, so that's good. It hasn't spoiled her staging then. I'm glad because nobody should work for months for Eurovision and then have to
Yeah.
turn up. I know it really affected Denmark and Romania. It like blocks out some of their words. They have like "Hola mi bebe," and like the art blocks out some of the middle letters. It just looks terrible. I'll send you
Oh
some
my
of the
goodness.
photos after.
It's stuck,
Um,
really? Oh.
well, they can turn it, but apparently now they're saying, oh, it takes 20 minutes to turn it, and it's like, why did you design a stage that takes 20 minutes to turn when you've got like 40 seconds postcard between each song?
Okay, well, I mean, we remember last time Italy hosted.
You
I'm
know
kidding.
what?
I'm kidding.
I feel very sorry for the Italian fans actually, because I remember when Italy won, there were people saying it's going to be such a disaster the last time Italy hosted. And people were like, no, come on, be fair. That was so many years ago. Like, it's different now. I'm not going to comment on the hosting in general, but the stage is a mess. I don't know how they have messed up this badly, but anyway, the show must go on.
Yeah.
As they say.
I mean, it's gonna be fun anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a, how do you call that? Sore. How do you call that? Sore
An
sites?
eyesore.
Eyesore. Yeah.
Mm.
My brain is not working. Sorry.
It will
A
probably
little
affect
bit,
us
but
fans more than the average viewer because we're more aware, you know. But
yeah, regular people
you
are
do?
not even gonna notice, I think.
And I think, granted, if people like a song, they're going to vote for it. They're not going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, that rainbow arch ruined the colors. You know, they're not going to care that much.
Yeah, definitely. Good
Hopefully,
point.
anyway.
Good point.
I think so. Another standout for me of the day is sort of my neighbors in Iceland. I love
Okay.
them. I'm a big fan of this one. And actually, Miho was unable to join us this evening. He is a busy man doing press things. But he did say that Iceland could be a dark horse to qualify, in his opinion, having seen that rehearsal yesterday, which is interesting, especially considering he's on the ground. Speaking to
And what drew your attention, and like, what are your thoughts?
I think with this performance, it's very serene, it's very calming. That kind of folky sound is something I love anyway. And if we're talking about culturally or like musically where I live, and we were speaking a bit about Serbia earlier, and you know, I don't imagine an Irish jury. We could definitely give Serbia points, but we're not going to give it 8, 10, or 12.
Right.
Whereas Iceland is one I see being rewarded very highly here because we love that folk. It's not quite Celtic, but it's in that sphere.
Yeah, it does kind of remind you of that
Yeah, totally.
when you listen to it.
It's like it's a nice palate cleanser or something. It's something really calming, and I come away from seeing this performance and it's like a breath. It's like a breath of fresh air. Seeing this.
Rico also like describes it as Iceland sounds like a warm blanket on a winter evening.
Oh yes, that's
right.
A perfect. Thank you, Rico, for articulating what I want to say. Yeah, that's a perfect example. And I think what could hurt it a little bit is that it comes after Greece, which, as we know, is very popular and is going to be very show-stopping, and it comes before Norway, which is, I mean, do we even need to say? So it's sandwiched in between two big powerhouses in the semi-final. However, it has been seen before that countries can qualify 3 in a row, no matter what their running order.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really mean anything. But what you could have is people who maybe find Greece too dramatic and Norway too wacky, and they'll go, oh, those Icelandic girls, you know, if they're just more that kind of person who prefers something a bit calmer. So I don't know. I think I'm inclined to agree with Mihal. I think this could sneak in, and I think juries will reward the quality here. They'll see the quality in the song and in the performance.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Iceland?
What's the word? What's mystic?
Oh,
when I listen to it, it's like, you know,
casting spells.
Yeah, like some chant, almost like
Yeah.
very spacey. I don't know. I'm just throwing words like it of what I'm feeling. Um and good that you mentioned it, because I didn't pay much attention to this song from their national final. Um but when I saw the clip, I was like, "Ooh, this looks, this is good. This is good." It made me pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Um and that's a good point about their position in the running order between Norway and Greece, about finding one of them too dramatic and the other one too wacky, and just people going
Dramatic.
for the
Yeah.
yeah, and people going for this one
Yeah.
as a more mature entry.
Yes. Mature is a great word. And Vanya,
Ethereal, yes,
yeah,
yes.
ethereal.
That
That's a
that was the
perfect
word I
word.
was looking for. Thank you, Vanya.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
read my mind. You read my mind. So I was just throwing random words, and that's what I was going
I
for,
agree
actually.
with all of them, though. I mean, they all work. They do
Yeah,
all work.
yeah, yeah.
They do.
Vanya put it perfectly.
Thank you, Vanya.
Actually, someone mentioned sorry, Azerbaijan. Um, top three from the juries. What did you think about Azerbaijan? I didn't see much from the clip.
If I speak, I am in trouble. No.
This is a safe place, Louise. This is a safe place. We're all friends here, right? Right, chat?
Oh, there's something I can't put my finger on what I don't like about this, and that's why I'm finding it difficult. I don't know, is it like he's obviously great. Do you know what I mean? This is nothing to
Yeah.
do with him. It's um the song is very, very boring. And I don't mean to sound like a ballad hater, because I often like ballads. My winner this year is a ballad. Maybe you could say I don't connect with it in the same way others do. It just kind of feels like one of those ballads that's wheeled out, and it's like, oh, we'll try and win Eurovision, and it's like kind of, I
Mm-hmm.
just don't feel the connection
The
between.
honesty.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't, there's no raw quality, and I don't feel the connect between the song and him and the stage. The staging looks good, and we know Azerbaijan does that. They turn up
Yeah.
and they make things look good. I hold my
Yeah.
hands up to them. Like, well done. It could qualify. It's not a definite qualifier, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
The clip didn't give me much information.
Mm,
The stairs and lying on the stairs. Yeah, I need to see more.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, safe. It's safe. Yeah, yeah. Good point. Georgia. Yeah. Yes.
The dance floor right now. Now. I love
Yeah.
that song. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I think
I
Georgia could qualify.
I think so. I think so. They and their sound was clean, like really
Mm.
clean.
And the
That's
staging's
what I
fun.
remember.
You're not going to
Yeah.
forget what they're wearing, and
Yeah. I mean, that's what they're going for, and that's what they achieved, basically.
yep. Yep, a good televote there. I think UK and Ireland are voting in semi-final too. Georgia's definitely getting points from us,
Oh
because
yes.
that's the kind of thing we like. The flower beard, and yeah, Willy Wonka. I
Willy
saw the
Wonka.
glasses and I knew there was a character, and I was like, "What character?" Yes, you
Yeah.
guys are just like finishing our
On
sentences tonight. This
point
is great.
today. Like they're giving us better points than we and making better points than we
Why
are.
are we here? We'll just
Yeah.
sit and
You
drink tea,
just
and
take over.
you guys want to come on the live stream? Yeah. We've spoken about nearly everything today. Finland, we haven't actually touched on, and I did
Oh.
see somebody mention, or did I?
And it's good to close on that, actually.
Yeah. Mihal did say, when I asked him how he found rehearsals today, that Finland is good, but that there's room for improvement in terms of vocals. And given that snippet, I would be inclined to agree.
Why does he sound so strained? Like he's supposed to be very experienced, very.
Is it a mixing issue? Because I was listening and I was like, it doesn't sound like the vocals it sounds like they're separate recordings. His vocal isn't meshing with the music. I don't know what it is.
But also, like on their national final, like I see him straining for some reason. Like it looks like straining. Like it sounds like straining as well. Like he's like trying really hard. Yeah, the vocals, yeah, and the balloons are a choice too. I mean, I like the song. And you know, I think they're a sure qualifier.
I think based off who they are and like their
Yeah.
fans, yeah, and there's a fan base too for this kind of music.
Yeah, and the song is decent. I mean, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's decent. Like I like it. I listen to it. But the vocal has me concerned.
Yeah. Considering it's opening a semi-final too, it's a choice.
Yeah.
The only country we actually haven't really mentioned today in terms of second rehearsals is Malta. Emma is beautiful. She has a lovely voice. I don't think it's just a strong enough package to go through. I think they've done well with what they have. They look great. It sounds pretty good. I don't think Malta always kind of struggles with the televote, and it feels unfair in that regard. But I just don't think this entry is strong enough to warrant a qualification.
No. And also, like, she was struggling with her vocal from what I saw from the clip. She's dancing around a lot. And that could, you know, be an extra problem for her because the song is not very good.
Yeah, it's not the one. Other than that, today, of course, we have had first rehearsals for the big five. Now, as we know, the first rehearsals are exclusively available only over on TikTok. So we're kind of going off the very brief snippets we've seen, and I have seen a couple of photos floating around Twitter too. The big one on everybody's lips at the moment, from what I've seen, is the United Kingdom. And D1992 had said, just saw a snippet of the UK's first rehearsal and wow in capital letters. I will admit, they've done more than I thought they would. BBC, staging concept, yes!
I am so glad to see them back. See the UK back, because I mean, I also want them to do well. I want the big five to be good ones, you know, to have like, you don't want 5 songs in the final that are always in the final that are never trying and that are just like, you know.
Yeah.
But,
taking a spot.
And yeah, so you want them to really compete. You want to see a real competition.
Yeah.
Also from these 5 countries. And UK, I think, is actually in my top 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's my 8 points. I listen to the song. I mean, you know, it's so Elton Johnny and so UK to me, and I'm really happy to see them back. Really happy.
Yeah, I agree. My dad said that too when I played it. There is a real Elton John sound, and it's great because it's showcasing a British sound that is loved worldwide, which is great. I feel so conflicted about this one. What I will say is I think the staging is looking good because he is going to stand out with that structure they have and that big old black rainbow of doom. It's going to block that out and make them stand out a little bit, which it's always good to stand out on Eurovision stage. We know that for a fact. I think I find it hard to envision how this will do because I have a big fear of hype. And I have a big fear because there is a bit of hype behind this, and rightfully so. I'm really afraid there's going to be hype, and then, granted, this isn't going to come bottom 5, but say it comes like 19th or 18th and gets like a couple of points, but like nowhere near where people want it to be. And then there's this whole narrative of oh, Europe hates us. Oh, politics.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why I'm a bit afraid of happening. I don't think it should. I have seen somebody saying left hand side for the UK, and I really, really hope that can happen. It will also help Ireland, so please do it.
I mean, this is the year for them to do well. This is the year for them to do well. They will be getting my vote for sure. I never thought I would be saying this in my life, but I will vote for UK.
You have it here first, guys. A UK voter.
Yeah, at least there's one. There's one.
No, there's definitely going to be a few this year. I have seen more international love for the UK than I have in a couple of years. I'd say since Lucy Jones, probably.
It's so radio friendly. Like, I mean, he would really have to, pardon my French, fuck up on the night to do so badly, you know? Like,
agree.
Yeah.
And somebody's made the point, I don't think juries will blank this. It's going to be top 10. I mean, I think that's where it's going to do well because it's one that could land in a lot of top 10s and collect points that way. And I hope the televote doesn't let it down too much. I think the jury will definitely be strong here, 100%. Yeah. Will we hear the 12 points go to the United Kingdom? I think that could happen from a jury. Certainly.
Yeah, let's hear it. Maybe Malta. Maybe Malta.
Yeah, Ireland could a jury.
Irish jury, yeah. I mean, this is a good enough entry to give 12 points to be honest.
Yeah, I see the Scandi countries liking this too because it's very clean.
Yeah, it is.
And it's well produced. Lots of nice comments about Sam too. Emma compared Sam with the golden retriever. I see that actually.
That's a good comparison, yeah.
He's beautiful.
And his personality seems like a golden retriver as well.
Yeah, he's so
precious.
Excited. He's so enthusiastic.
He's so precious, yeah.
Yes. We've got a question here from ESENL. Good evening, girls. Do you agree with the comparison between Steen and Senik? People were saying it on Twitter. I saw that. Did you see the Netherlands rehearsal, Sandra, or their snippet?
Yeah.
I do kind of see the Senik comparison, but I think Steen's song is comparatively far superior to A Matter of Time. Senik, and the vocals also weren't there for Senik, I think, with that song. So I can see why people are comparing them in terms of like the very minimal staging, but I still think Steen will do well, and she's definitely qualifying out of semi-1.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely qualifying. We talked about it yesterday with Michal on the live stream as well. I think it's decent. Really good.
I also want to shout out to France. Up the Celtic languages. Yes. We are going to head, guys, because it's getting to the 30-minute mark. But I like Katja's question. It might be a nice way to round out our stream tonight. And let us know your answers in the chat to this as well, while Sandra and I talk it out. Which performance are you most looking forward to tomorrow? And I will just refresh your memories and let you know who is performing tomorrow. So that will be Australia, Cyprus, Ireland, North Macedonia, Estonia, Romania, Poland, Montenegro, Belgium, Sweden, and the Czech Republic. Ergo, the rest of semi-final 2 who did not rehearse today. I'll make my answers short and sweet. Ireland, Sweden, Czech Republic. I'm very much looking forward to seeing those. Sweden because it's my favourite, Ireland because it's my country and I love Brooke. Saw her live on the Late Late last week. She was great. And of course, Czech Republic because I've been really pleasantly surprised of the photos I'm seeing of their staging, and I can't wait to see how it all looks all coming together.
Mine is definitely my country, North Macedonia, because I just really love this girl.
She seems so sweet.
She is. Oh my God. And I just really want her to have a blast on there. And um she performs well, like her expressions and like her attitude on stage. I just really love it. And I just can't wait to see her um on the stage. And I wish her the best, to be honest. I haven't been this excited in a while about my country's entry.
And you
Um,
won the jury vote like 3 years ago.
yeah, but I wasn't into the song at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
The performance was good,
Yeah.
but the song was like Malta's song this year.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But this I am excited about. I mean, I understand it's not the strongest song,
Yeah.
but
It's a
I
really
think she
solid
did.
package, though.
It is a solid package considering everything else that we have. I think it would deserve to qualify, to be honest.
Totally. Yeah.
Um, it would deserve to be in the 10 that qualify.
Yeah.
But we know that we don't get many votes unless we have something really good. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wish her to have a blast in any
Yeah.
case.
Yeah. Awesome. Checking in with the chat really quickly. Let's see what everybody else is looking forward to. Poland for sure, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poland, right. Also
Ireland.
Poland. I'm also
Belgium.
excited about Poland.
Interesting. Sweden and Australia. Belgium again. Poland again. A few here holding out for Poland. Cyprus. I'm looking forward to seeing Cyprus. That song's been stuck in my head.
Yes. I
There's a
like
lot
it.
of Belgium love in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
Czech, Cyprus, and Romania. Hola mi bebe. Yamame, yamame. Yamame, yamame. Ireland and Belgium will receive lots of hate again. I didn't see much hate for either. Looking forward to Cyprus, Estonia, and Ireland. I've got to say, Estonia looks like it'll be fun. I think that's one that will come really alive with an audience because of Stefan's energy. And he uses the whole stage. And at one point, he jumps from one part of the stage to the other. So I think that's going to be, everybody with their flags. And the song's so easy to sing along with. The
Yeah.
I hope. Like you can imagine the crowd putting their hands out. It was really good in Stockholm when we saw it. So I think that will be a great one tomorrow. But a lot of good performances to look forward to. Semi 2 does seem really great, Oliver. Definitely agree. It's a strong one. It is a strong one. But join us here tomorrow, guys. We are going to have Mihal and Danny on the stream, letting you know what they think of the second rehearsals as they happen. Of course, the Eurovision YouTube account will be uploading the snippets directly after they happen too, and then all of us other folk can catch up with that. We will see you tomorrow and also for our evening roundup as well, and we look forward to seeing you then, guys. Enjoy the rehearsal.
Have a nice evening. Bye.
Bye.